We are live. So welcome everybody. Hopefully that you had a great day. I didn't sleep well, but overall it's fine. So let's go and talk about today and what we're gonna actually to do. So from my side, please make sure to like this stream, also follow up. Also, actually, if you have any questions, I would be really happy to see them in the chat. And right now I'm going to be live on TikTok on a second. And we are live. Nice. So we're going to talk a bit about what we did last time and also move forward. Let's see. Hopefully someone joined already. Yes, I see someone already commented. 1 second, I will see your comments. And yeah, I'll start reading them. Great. So yeah, we need also to share Twitch chat and also share on Discord. So if you do exclamation Discord, I think you will be able to, or socials. Hello Oscar, you are always there. Socials like that, you will see the link to go to our Discord, and that's where you will hear about me going live. Awesome. So what today we're gonna do, we will continue the hustle. Honestly, it's just as always this profile application, we need to speed up on it. And yeah, today we will do 2 hours, basically maximum midnight, and then yeah, it will be done. What can I pop here? Pop out chat. Yeah, I want to see your chats on the side, and here we go. Nice. Started working on the project for the job advert. Nice. How can you actually define your project and maybe share with us your ideas about what you're gonna do? Because honestly, that's a good one. So maybe we can kind of like talk about your project and how you're gonna build it. It's gonna be fun. Let me share my screen. So maybe you can share with us what you're gonna do for the backend and also what you're gonna do for the front end. And why, basically. Oscar, it's up to you, so you're on the podium, you can say whatever. On the meanwhile, I will actually run out some flares so people can join, and I will be really happy to see you there. Okay. Yeah. So basically for me right now on the front, I'm using Next. I'm using also, well, backend there is none because Next actually is just a full stack kinda. Yeah, it's fine. Do you hear me though? Good. Okay. So this is his project. This is Oscar project that he's sharing with us. He's saying that he's working on it, and he started working on it recently. 4 hours ago, he did HMCTS backend. What does that even mean? Spring Boot backend, database, PostgreSQL. Spring Data GPA, Flyway migrations. And why did you choose Flyway migration? Basically Flyway makes sense because you are working with Spring Boot, right? It's very compatible. And for the build he's using Gradle. This is actually, by the way, the stack that I'm working with at work. It's kind of funny because the backend project that I have at work literally uses Flyway, Spring Boot, and maybe not Spring Boot, maybe Kotlin. But I'm sure for building Gradle, for migration Flyway, and PostgreSQL 100%. Nice. Yeah, it's a very common stack. Yeah. So here I create the database. You need to create your database, which is called TasksDB. Yeah, by the way, how's it going with their interviews and stuff like that, guys? Are you landing interviews? How about you, Oscar? Did you finish the project or not yet? Or this is it? This is the project. Ah, okay, yeah. Development task for HM Court and terminal services as part of their job application process. Yeah. This is the developer challenge. Let me take a look, actually. Oh, I have an idea for you, my friend. You know what I did? There is this tool called Rabbit AI. I went to it, I logged in, and I actually logged in with GitHub, I suppose. I honestly forgot with what I logged in, but I'm gonna show you. And I adapted like the AI Oracle, we're generating a batch for it. And then what I had here, if you go pull request, and if you go to my repos, and then for example AI Oracle, you will find out that CodeRabbit helped me kind of like to look at the pull requests that I generated. So I closed one here, and it gives you like literally a very detailed tips, right? So if you want, add CodeRabbit to your project. It's free, by the way, for public repo, so it's free for you as well. And it's gonna help you a lot, because honestly, that's gonna be really amazing. And it's gonna actually share with you what you probably built better, right? Task services on the controller, and what you are actually planning to do for the task services. By the way, people on TikTok, I would be happy to see your comments, but right now I'm looking at Twitch and what our friend here is sharing with us. Okay, you just okay, nice. So the services are done. Honestly, that's a good job. I will take a back look again about this. I just wanted to put CodeRabbit into the scene, like, just because it helped me. But if I go to source, I find main, test, backend. Just check your backend folder. It's just one model. Oh, okay. So this is, oh, is this tests? Okay, let me go to main, resources, application properties. That's basically what you have as your environment. So here, data repository and services, task service. So this is how you create a new task, basically. Where is this coming from? So this is coming from backend data to DTO task DTOs, update task, and these are basically your exported kind of functions. Are you still working on them, or this is not the right branch? Yeah. All right, that will get implemented later. That's nice. I mean, I see that you are really experienced with building like full stack projects, so continue like that. And what about front end? Are you going full stack or just back end? Because I forgot our conversation, honestly, but I'm sure that you mentioned that you will do a front or not, or is not the case. If it's not, that's even easier. So full stack, yeah, nice. But it depends on you also on what you want to build. Honestly, here it's just your decision, right? But very cool, man. Like I really like that you do Java. So if I have a Java project in the future, I will make sure to come back and mention you, and maybe even get you a job if I have any references. But all good, man. Thank you for sharing. So basically here he set up like his create tasks and stuff like that. And yeah, you can let me review the front end 100%, right? And for the front end, if you're doing React, I can help you out even with setting up the server proxy stuff. And by the way, if you don't know much about React, use Vite, okay? Use Vite so I can configure it with you, right? I will let you know 100%. And by the way, let me go to Discord. I forgot actually to mention this. Oh, I saw that you guys actually shared your solutions. So on Discord, nice. So on Discord, I actually share with people some stuff to do a daily basis. So I tell them, for example, hey, I think that you need actually to kind of like solve this issue, and I give them the problem. Hey, Quintessential, I see you in the chat. So I would say, for example, hey, please solve this problem, and if you solve it, then I will gift you something by the end of the month. Here we saw that Illusion actually mentioned, so he gets a point. So I actually shared kind of like a task for them, and some guy actually shared the Discord part. But Oscar, you need also to give your solution if you want to get a point. Oh, Maza said, you're the best, man. You taught me a lot. Thanks, man. I mean, I'm really happy that you're learning from me, honestly. That's kind of like crazy, right? Thanks. Let's get this live pumping. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. If you tap a lot, then for sure it will go to other people, and people will be able to see the live stream. All right. You don't know if you want to use ChatCN or not. It's up to you, man. Like literally, that's UI, right? UI is simple as if you're gonna use Tailwind and you feel comfortable with Tailwind only, use Tailwind only. If not, then just move to ChatCN and copy paste whatever they have, right? Both ways it's good. If you know, actually, if you know that they will focus a lot, then yeah, do it with ChatCN, because then you will look fancy, right? Julia said she followed. She said it in German though. Hallo, ich bin dir gefolgt. Nice, thanks a lot. What is your GitHub ID? Yeah, my GitHub ID actually is my name. So my name is Ayman Sakuhi, which is an Arabic name. Arabic, I don't know. So here we go. I will share it in the chat, honestly, for everybody. And also, Oscar, I will fork your solution. Or you know what? I won't fork it right now, just because I might create you a problem or something like that. Maybe they see that someone started, so they think that someone helped you or something. But I will 100% start later on, or maybe fork it later on, right? So I can maybe work on it again and learn Java with you, right? So yeah, cool. Because that happened to me before. Like I created something very fast. Actually, I can show you. I learned GraphQL a lot in my previous job. I think the GraphQL server part, and I once read the docs, and I wanted kind of like to make like a fast pulling, like the fastest pulling API requests ever. And there was this solution that I created. If you go to my overview page and then go to my GitHub repository explorer, and this one got started by some friend of mine who's really also a senior, so it made me a bit of a problem. So now if I go here, this is the project, and if I just type anything, like I type A, it just queries instantly, like, right? So now I'm typing my name. So I think I need to type it fully. Yeah, that's when I pop up, because I didn't do includes. I did exactly that. So that's a really stupid thing of mine. So yeah, here are other Aymans actually in the store. Sarah Ayman Nasser. So basically, this is, she has a middle name of my name. Okay, I can actually search Oscar, for example. I can find a lot of Oscars here. So the thing is, that's kind of like what it is. Like I built this one, and I think that doing certain applications like these shows exactly that you know your stuff, right? So yeah, I will be happy to see you guys follow me on GitHub, and I will be also happy to see you on Twitch, because we also on Twitch right now. Let me just go to my profile very fast, and we have 4 people watching, which is nice. And yeah, you can follow me up here, and you can go and subscribe if you want to, but it's not an obligation. And you can see also the full screen here. Yeah, look, like the readme part when it comes to the projects here, like what Oscar did for his this is a really good name, HM Court and Tribunal Services Job Application Process Challenge. It's like a very good title. What he did is just a very good introduction that he knows his stuff, because even though that you know how to code, but you don't know how to introduce yourself, like you don't know how to globally be relevant, like, because people in case if they want to be relevant, they want to follow the standards, right? And good questions from Oscar though. He said, should I use ChatCN, should I not, should I, is that, like, that questioning part itself shows that he's aware of what is happening in the market, right? So for me, even if he's not a junior, I think he's a senior. Or are you a senior also? I don't know, but I'm sure that from wherever in the spectrum he's coming from, middle, junior, or senior, it's always good to hear him talk and to hear him think, you know. And that's what we want to see when the people actually tend to find a job. We want to see them think out loud, right? Yeah, Oscar, you're still a student. No, there is another Oscar also on the chat, not only you. You know, a lot of people on TikTok especially, we have multiple Andrews, multiple Oscars, everybody's there. All right, so what's good place to start coding? Echo asked. Well, I think what Quintessential here shared with you is the website that we always talk about. It's the roadmap website, and you go here and you follow the roadmap. Basically, just go there, https://roadmap.sh, and make sure to follow up, right? Make sure to follow up and see what is in there, and yeah, create your own path, right? I want to learn full stack but don't know where to start. Stack and tutorial hell. Well, we talk about this a lot. We will have a video coming up, my friend, in my TikTok channel, so make sure to follow. You will find it over there. There's a video also where I talked about finding a job, and there's a video also where I talked about AI tools. There's multiple videos where I talk a bit about this stuff, and my focus, like, literally is to share knowledge to kind of find a job. Because you know what, even though if you are really bad at code, this is something that happened to me, and I saw it even in myself, right? So the moment that I actually started to learn code, so let's think about this, about me learning, right? And me working on my soft skills, I will call them SS. Always I will see that the employer or the HR like person that tries, actually, he will give me like numbers. Like he will give me like, yeah, you think what? I think that you're 7 out of 10 soft skills, 10 out of 10 learning maybe. And the existential like the existence of what I know in terms of skills, like hard skills, is mostly whenever they ask me, I tend to answer 5 out of 10. So I don't know everything, and now maybe I know better, but before I actually had like this problem with my hard skills are actually very low, but I still get hired. I still at the end make like a good average. And why is that? Because I am open to learning. That's 100%. That's what I want to check on you. And also soft skills, I want someone who sometimes cracks the jokes, or drink with them beer at the end of the month or wherever. And I want also someone who's, even if he doesn't know anything, so for example, I'm not a full stack developer, I'm actually only front end. So if they see that you're only front end and you're able to learn, for example, for me now I'm learning AWS, they would say that this guy is actually thinking about becoming really good at what he does, and we want someone like him in the office. So think about it like that. Don't complicate things, right? Practice makes perfect, and that's 100%. Do you record your videos on YouTube? Yeah, I actually have all my videos on YouTube, kinda. So if you go to my channel here, I have a couple of, like, I dropped a video now about CodeRabbit, which is a tool that I talked about also in the beginning of the live stream. I tend actually to not shove a lot of ads in your face, guys, because I don't want you actually to see this kind of stuff. So I try to kind of put it only on videos on TikTok, and if you are actually a good follower, you will be on Twitch and you won't see any ads unless Twitch bother you with that. But I have some couple of videos talking about some of the stuff that I think are necessary for you to learn, but the channel is still new, fairly new, and the live stream, all of them are here. And as you see, I have all of them, literally. Like, you can go and watch and have the whole experience with me there, like how I'm building apps and stuff like that. Cool. So now let's create some stuff. Okay, let's create something cool. Let's go back to coding. And Charbel, welcome to the chat. I see you there. Yeah. CodeRabbit info is really awesome, because when they reached out to me, I was like, okay, what is this? What the fuck is this? Like, literally like another place where they will be telling me to do an ad and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I hate ads. I don't even know how to talk sometimes to actually work on an ad, right? So I didn't do it. I was like, okay, I would think about it. But then I tried them, and it was really cool, like a really cool tool. It went and did a graph on my application, and it helped me out a lot to kind of like find my mistakes, because I sometimes tend to forget about returns or async awaits or something like that. And that's it. Yeah. Yeah, Musver said that he's following me since I just started going live. You know what? I think Quintessential also followed me since I started live streams, and that's really amazing, because I see that you guys are really invested in this. Yeah, and thanks for your efforts as well. To be able to be here, even like to watch me doing code, is just impressive, because for me it's kind of like crazy that some people somewhere in the world are watching you writing code, right? All right, cool. So we need actually now a sign up. Actually, we need a sign up maybe form, because we already allowed like the sign in with email. Oh, by the way, I have a friend of mine that I see now is live. His name is Tech Friend. He's really amazing as well. I see that he's really trying too much and too hard to actually be really good at what he does, and I want you all also to check him because he's really amazing. Yeah, cool. Let me show you what he does, because there's an ad for sure. There's an ad. It's Auto in Germany. Fuck that. So right now he's actually live streaming in here. I will just type for him. I will actually say, hey, we are watching you in the live stream. That's cool. So yeah, nice. I hope that he hears that, because I think I muted the website anyhow, so I don't actually have any problems. But yeah, go and check him out. He's really amazing, and he does also a really good job at explaining AI stuff that I don't understand. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah. Also, he has like TikTok as well. I checked him out yesterday. Tech Friend, his name. He has like TikTok also, and he talks a lot about basically AI models and stuff like that. And also he's live here, as you see. I don't know how many people are watching, but he should be having like a really good amount.
We're watching you in the live.
Yeah, he was talking here. So let me actually just make it very low. Nice. Actually, he's really nice. He's a really nice guy. I think that he's really trying his best to kind of go up and share all his AI ideas. Nice. Let's continue then with code. And yeah, for that we need just to go to the application and continue. So yeah, about what I was talking about here. So we have like a login form there, and yeah, we can go and, for example, create another UI element here, and I will call that, for example, sign up, right? Or we have sign in or login form. I will do sign up form, sign up form.tsx. What we're going to do here is actually we're not going to actually to make it very hard, kind of. We're gonna just play around with it to make it actually very similar to what we have on the login form. And yeah, let's go from there. Do you have a job? Yeah, Marcus, I do have a job. I'm working on a backend for the type form, or the type form builders spiced with AI integration. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, what you are trying to build exactly as an output with it. Yeah. It's a lot. I get tired and just chill here and put effort to it again. That's nice. I prefer putting in auths. Okay, that's interesting actually. Any tips of Vim, new Vim with autocomplete plugins? Yeah, I don't actually use autocomplete plugins. For me, it's different. It's just that I don't use AI at all with my basically with my NeoVim setup. But if you think about it, I probably install one, and I'm waiting actually to find out what is the best AI for this. I know that Copilot is amazing. I know also that there is other tools, but I would like to stick to just kind of learning first of all what is the most compatible with NeoVim, and then move forward to install it, right? So also you can go to my Twitch and write socials. You will find my GitHub, and then from my GitHub or my Linktree profile also on my profile here. I think, yeah, some other guy here, Dixon, said that he hates autopilot complete as well from Copilot. I think, yeah, I do too. I don't know, for some reason I feel like Copilot doesn't understand me. There is this tool that starts with an S, I forgot it, like Sublime, but something other word. They have like a really good AI that completes very well. And why it completes very well? Because it follows what you usually write, right? Which is amazing. It has like a small memory, right? For some other AIs, they just look at GitHub and throw wherever, right? So sometimes I remember even writing TypeScript and some AI threw some Java or something like that. It was very funny, right? Anyhow, yeah, so let's create this form. I'm actually going to look for docs. I mean, chat-cn UI, that's what we are trying to do. Sign up form, that's what I wanna use. Maybe we can find some pro blocks that we can get to actually help us sign up basically. Or if we don't find something, it would be also good just use something normal like this one here. All right, I'll get the code here. I think to get access to certain codes you need to buy sometimes, but this is stupid. Why should I buy code? Like, honestly, that's stupid. All right, let me see. Authentication, register, blah blah blah. I'm looking actually for a sign up form that uses chassis anyway. Code. Oh, okay, this is chat lib, right? Nice. So this is nice, and we need to actually change it up to make it ours. A certainty AI customizable form built on top chassis and input and labels, but I don't see here something coming up saying a certainty. Interesting. All right, you know what, we will create it ourselves because we are hardcore people. So we will go to login form here. We will copy everything, and before we do that, we have actually I think we have a skeleton for that. I mean, we have in the components something that help us out to encapsulate this form. So there's this login form 1, and that's where the login resides. But you know what, I think it's an app, and then there is dashboard, and then there is sign in, you see. So this is what I was talking about. So what I'm gonna do here, just like literally this one, copy paste it again, or maybe copy it from there and paste it. That will be fun. I want to copy the whole folder, but I think it's just, yeah, there you go. And I'm gonna copy it from here and paste it there, but I'm not gonna overwrite it. I'm gonna call it sign up, or I'm gonna rename this one sign up, and I'm gonna take it from here and paste it in the UI. So that's how it is. So sign up here. I'm gonna also just change the function here, and it's gonna be sign up, and it should be actually very fine, because now instead of login form, it will be, let me go to that, and yeah, here you go, the login form is there, and it extracts, it actually exports, let me check, exports return and go form directly from a component called login form. So we're gonna do the same here kinda, but instead of login form, okay, you know what, let's get the whole thing, and just for fun, go to the sign up form and paste the whole thing. And the first thing that I'm gonna do here is just go here and change that to sign up form, right? Cool. What am I building? I'm building some forms right now. It's not like something specific. It's just 10 stack. Yeah, I'm gonna actually do 10 stack forms, and that's what I chose for this project. And move on. Yeah. I have so much bots in the chat, and for fun enough, like there is literally a lot of bots that comes to me, and they, like, TikTok have this possibility to create agents, and these agents can be like real people that have agencies that hire you basically to explain to you what is a live stream and how to work with live streams. If you live stream more than 20 hours a week, that will be perfect like profile for them, right? The problem is that they reach out and people start to make this agency because they get paid by TikTok, and funny enough, they are really not doing it, and they are now starting to spamming people. They just spamming, so you can join them and never they will share with you anything. Actually, Ripardo Pilati, what a name, nice name. He said you are very talented. Thanks, man. I think I am not that talented, but I would say thank you. All right, I will actually take the name here for this form, and as I actually have it like that, it will break right now because we don't have a name now in here. So I'm gonna do the string. This is basically us creating like the same shit again and again, and we can do actually a minimum for this, but we don't really need to. And for yeah, you know what, let's do a minimum of 1 here, and there will be a message, and this message is gonna be, hey, you need to write a name, and that's it. Yeah, we come here and just we close that, and it will becomes a good object. And now we have also to put that there. And now we have to not sign in though, it's sign up is gonna be sign up, and the sign up snippet is gonna be coming from import, that's wrong, sign up variable from auth client, that's correct. So sign up email. Okay, wait a second, sign up email. Let me actually, you know what? Let me just go here and check it. So sign up via email should work. And for me now, it's not working perfect, but we can check the chat if they have any opinion and move on. Hello, brother. Can I ask you what you use as code? I'm using TypeScript and JavaScript, by the way. Forms are hard. Honestly, yes. And then I got used to them. Oh, some guy, his name is Kakwarka. Nice. Yeah, nice. Twitch is better, man. Sorry, because I know that Kick is, I gave up on Kick, but I still stream on it. What I mean by that is that Ryan, yeah, I saw your comment right now. What I do on Kick is just that I try to stream there, but there is no much people, so I still stream, but not too much. Yeah, not too much that I read their comments and stuff like that. You are like one in a week that you once a week I see, like something like that. Cool. Let me actually also go to Twitch and copy my channel name and go to yeah, I speak Arabic. I'm Tunisian, actually from Tunisia, and Kakwarka is actually a very nice Tunisian delicious thing that you can buy in the Eid. Basically Eid is like our fest. And yeah, I'm Tunisian. I think you also, because Kakwarka is just that. It's just Tunisian. It's like saying Tunisian. Like, yeah. Man, it's nice. He's also Tunisian. But I think, how did you find me? That will be nice. Yeah. We are also on TikTok. Look, Kakwarka, go to actually here, write socials. Go to TikTok. You will find me there. I have around 17,000 followers, and people actually are really good following me up. We are booming. So Twitch, we are just starting, and yeah, hopefully it goes very well. Yeah. Cool, awesome. So let me read more. Hello, brother. Can I ask you what you use as a project for starter? Basically use JavaScript to start, and or Python. Basically, glad to be here. Thanks, Julius. Which keyboard are you using? I can feel it. I'm using the Kinesis. Let me show you the Kinesis. It's like two keyboards separated, right? And it's really nice one, because you just put your hand like this. Basically, imagine your hand like this, and this would be like where you operate commands. So here I have control, I have windows, I have enter and space. And here I have the words basically and stuff like that. Yeah, I actually promised the chat. I said if I make my first paycheck from Twitch, like a good paycheck, I will buy, like I made the screenshot, I'll buy 3 of them keyboards like this one, because honestly I want to give back to the community. And also anything that we get from Twitch, subscriptions and stuff like that, it will be basically to charity, because we are working, and yeah, we don't need the extra money, but I think that it's really good also to pay for charities and make a goodwill, and yeah, and be good, yeah, at the end. No way I ran to you by chance. I think the chance to find a developer who's Tunisian right now in the world is like literally very high. It's like 50%. If you ask someone who is looking like me and you tell him, hey, where are you from? He will say Tunisia, and he's a fully software developer, because in Tunisia we have something what we call Hijrat al-Admira, which means that we are actually exporting people to the world, which is really funny, because exporting basically minds, right? Which is also good. Like India is one of the most exporters of mind, right? And that's it. Reporto said, how can I contact you? By the way, you can go to my link tree, go to my profile, you will find one link. On TikTok, you'll find one link, which is the Linktree link. I will paste it in the chat as well. And that Linktree link is where I have my email, right? Yeah, and my email there, you can just send me an email. I would be happy to see it. Yeah, nice. Cool. I'm reading now TikTok, because in TikTok we have sometimes even 100 people viewing this live stream, and I don't want to lose them. So I want to also reply to all their comments. What, dude? I bought the same recently. I type 190 PM. I'm down to 70 WPM on the Kinesis. Still struggling. Me too. I was thinking that you do 190 WPM per Kinesis, like, and then I was like, what the fuck? This guy is a robot. But then you said 70. I agree with you. I'm also I'm 80, 90 now, but I think I was 50 when I started. I started in last December, so it took me like around 4 months. Hey, Illusion, we were talking about you, by the way, on Twitch here. He came up. What ID is this? This is NeoVim, by the way. All good, all good. Awesome. So let's move on. What else? This guy said, no way I ran to you by chance. Yeah, you did. That's amazing, man. Do you study computer science, or what do you do exactly? Nice. Thanks, man. Tell your friends also if you want to hang out and create projects. Basically, this is very funny because we have a really good following now on TikTok. I will show you. So if you want to go get a job in the IT world, and follow me up. So I talk about concepts like in the IT. This is my page, and interview questions, Auth and React, teaching code, Amazon lead code questions, find a job. This one alone did 33,000 views. I was like surprised by people are desperate to find a job, and that's really true because now we are living in a world where finding a job in IT is really hard because you know that AI can replace you at some point. And I didn't believe it in the beginning, but now I start to believe it. Yesterday I tried a tool. It's called Rosebud AI. I will talk about it soon, right? You will have it on my profile. But what they do actually is that they make you create a game from scratch. And one day I asked the AI, like, can you create me co-op game where I can move with arrow keys and WA and SD for the first player and carry X for the second player, and it's split screen and so on and so forth. And damn, it created it like in 3 minutes, and I was like super surprised, right? All right, so for people who wants to contact me as well, you can have also my YouTube and also my email here. So send me an email if you're interested in something. I'll be very happy to be able to assist you. And you know why I like TikTok? Because some of the people on TikTok right now said that he's using a translator app to talk in the chat. So this guy is Brazilian, and he's translating to talk to me. Allison, his name. So the fact that this commitment is what we need on Twitch. Twitch actually is very bad at when it comes to awareness, like when it comes to people knowing what you're doing. And honestly, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, they don't introduce your live stream to anybody. If nobody knows you from another place, then it's a problem. Yeah, it is Illusion. Yeah, it was about the example on Discord. Yeah, we talked about it a bit. Yeah, so here Ryan is a second year computer science degree guy planning to go for engineering schools after, inshallah. Yeah, nice. I hope for the best, and I wish you all the good. If you also want to add me on LinkedIn, you have my GitHub as well. You can fork as many projects. If you have any questions, please ask. I work at Adobe and SFC, two companies that are really big here in Germany. Adobe, I just help with the Spectrum CSS, so it's not a job if you think about it. It's just for fun, and they pay me still, but I'm really happy with that. And the second one, SFC Energy, is like a very good company that does green, like batteries and stuff like that. And I do the front-end UI for them. I am kind of like not building as much in SFC because I don't have that vision like of understanding sometimes what we're trying to build more than what we're trying to fix, right? And that's it. So we are trying to kind of fix stuff and make sure that we fix the whole application very well. And that's what I'm focusing on, like architectural decisions and stuff similar to that. Async Stack, you remember that company I show you about front-end lessons? They were also having a lesson QA in 2.5 months, 600 euros. Don't do that, Rev, please. Don't do it, because honestly QA is not gonna be your cup of tea if you finish development, right? So QA is also a bad idea if you enter it from QA directly. You need to pass by dev and be like, okay, maybe I don't like dev, I like QA better, right? So you cannot start from the opposite side and saying, yeah, I'll start with QA, and then they will start to talk to you as if you know development, right? Or they will have like a crash course where you will be understanding what they say, but then you will have a problem, right? So for me, I don't say do it like that, right? Then transition to front end. No, don't do front end first and then do the opposite. Yeah, you missed the fun, but it's all good, man. Yeah. All right, so the main goal of AI is deviating. You know what? If there is a person who comes and say, yeah, we are green now, we don't want to do AI anymore because it costs like 19 million to write 2 words to ChatGPT for like 400 million users per month, per week actually, then that's a big problem, because we have really great issue, because then we will do a lot of CO2 emissions. And if what is her name, that girl, Bretta or Bretta, is she Bretta, what's her name? No, I forgot her name. Yeah, Greta Thunberg. If Greta Thunberg knows that, she will talk to them yeah, Greta Thunberg, yeah. She will be crazy about AI, and everybody actually will take their money off. You know what I posted not so long ago? I posted a video on TikTok. Let me actually mute it. I'll mute the website so you can see with me. And what was there actually is, read this. So I asked ChatGPT for this. I said, how much does it cost you in electricity when people say plain thank you to you? Give an estimate monthly and yearly, knowing that you have 400 million users weekly, right? Give also the carbon footprint, be short, concise, and give me only numbers. He said, per thank you, you pay 0.0001, which is like even like 100 of a cent. So that's low. But people, whenever they say thank you just as a prompt, that's too much, because he has like around 400 million users a week. And that will cost him around 19 million a week, or yearly, actually 19 million, around just for that simple thank you, right? And he also will reply, so it will be kind of like double, right? So you need kind of like to learn not to say thank you to AI to save the environment. What about this? Like, this is very funny, right? And yeah, it makes yearly around 19 million just because thank you. So basically they can fund a football club just with saying thank you to get to basically just open AI. Whatever, man. This is kind of like yeah. Yeah, some guy said this is exaggerated. I actually said to him, believe me, it's not. Because it's not. I mean, yeah, people tend to, like, imagine if your grandma actually talks to ChatGPT, she would be asking him, do you have children or something like that? He will reply still, right? Eric said, don't you use AI? Not so much. Are you taking interns? I'm a UI design, transition into engineering. US, I don't have a big company. For me, I work basically as a freelancer, but if I ever have any project, I will post on my TikTok, so keep an eye. Yeah. Nice. Okay, let me read some Twitch comments now. What do you think is better, cybersecurity or software engineering? I love both, and I'm kind of stuck between them. Would love to hear your advice. Really good. You are at the good place to hear about what I'm gonna say right now. So, time to draw, right? So, if we're thinking about how you study in Tunisia, and this is where I studied as well. So we study 3 years for computer science. If you are affiliated into like Opacity said, hello, living legend. Thanks, man. So if you are in university, normal university, you will do 3 years, right? And then you will pass to another step if you are good enough, which is 2 years of engineering. This is where you do the engineering, right? But does it matter? Does it really matter? I will explain to you what I mean. So here there is another road where you will do 3 years, or you will do 2 years, what we call prepa. It's like a very heavily like math, physics oriented like spectrum of just you going to do exams and think about math every day long. But it's really not good, because you tend not to know any IT stuff here, and then you jump into another 3 years of heavy engineering, and this is where you become an engineer. But because you actually studied math too much, you became like literally typical smart person. Like you became like you're able to solve problems very fast and so on and so forth. So I was actually on the first path here. I did 3 years only, so I was like a technician of IT, right? Tech IT person. So I can work at IT administrations and stuff like that, or I can also be a web developer and stuff. But I would never get paid as an engineer, because that's like the total difference between them both, right? So this is also the first dilemma about being actually studying in this kind of systems, right? The French system. That's first. Secondly, if you are actually a web developer and you want to become an engineer, either you need 7 years of experience to prove yourself that you already know how architecturally to solve problems, which means that you will spend more time just to say, hey, I'm actually an engineer, or you just give up and work as a technician all your life. Basically, you will be lowered level in terms of salaries and in terms of everything else, right? So for me here, I was thinking, okay, this should be wrong, because this is not how you should actually treat a developer. So I actually studied only for 3 years, and then I went to search for a job. And the part that you don't know is that 3 years is considered a BA, a bachelor in Europe, basically. And here we have Ryan, our friend from Tunisia. I think he also wants to become an engineer abroad, right? He wants to go to France, to maybe he wants to go to DA, where I am right now, in Germany. He wants to go maybe to Switzerland, or wherever he wants to go, like to the US. That's also a part. You are talking about people who don't consider you as a technician anymore, and they will consider you also as a developer, rather you had a doctorship or you have a bachelor's degree. So you are all in the same pocket. So basically they will verse you all here. Only if you have a doctorate, so you can teach, maybe that's different. But believe me, BA, BC, computer science, cybersecurity, you are all the same. You are all studying cybersecurity as a basically small theme in any of the IT schools. So for me, for example, I was in IT school where I studied for 3 years, 12 different topics. I studied front and back end, technical back end, networking. I studied network very well. We already configured some CSI stuff. We learned about TCP, TCI, or whatever, and we learned about modems so much, and that's only for 1 month or two. And then we jumped to PHP, and then from PHP we jumped to Java, and then from Java we jumped to C++, and then from C++ we jumped to JavaScript. So you jump everywhere and you learn nothing. So because of that alone, you don't need to give a name to your studies. So if you say I'm studying computer science, that what will be on your CV at the end. So you are doing comp sci, right? If you're going to do cybersecurity in university, then you are doing something wrong. Why? Because you will be very narrowed. So imagine this is the comp sci word, and in your last year you will be only studying cybersecurity, right? Because you want to become a cybersecurity person. But what if it doesn't work, right? So you will be literally learning stuff here about Linux, maybe about shells, about reverse stuff, about metasploits, and about blah 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 blah, but nothing about lead coding, nothing about systems in general, nothing about, for example, graphical design, nothing about web, nothing about anything that is really matters in the web development, for example, what I do right now. So what I would suggest here is to just study computer science in general, so software engineering in general, so SE, right? In the last 6 months, either you find an internship in the field that you want to do, internship in cybersecurity, and then believe me, to become a cybersecurity junior, you just need 6 months. So it doesn't matter for you to just have 3 years of engineering, study only cybersecurity, and you miss out on all the other topics, right? And then you will be actually having another choice, which is you finish as a software engineer, and then you just open up and do the ++ course. So this is what I call A++ students who are finished with their studies, and then they sit down for another 6 months at home. No job, don't worry about job, it will come, right? And then you learn alone. You have Coursera, you have basically Roadmap SH. There you can learn also about cybersecurity and stuff like that. You have front-end masters if you want to learn about front-end, about back-end as well. You have LinkedIn courses. You have anything. This is where you will learn, man, and this is also where you will learn. So why should I limit myself with cybersecurity from the beginning while I can do something better? Please fix this mentality. I think that's kind of general idea about how I would approach this. But you are a software engineer, whether you are a cybersecurity person, whether you are a web front-end person, whether you are a back-end developer, whether you are a perf tester or whatever, pen tester. You are all software developers by base, but basically. So don't mismatch everything, and that's my kind of advice. Yeah. So for me, I studied software development, all of it. I studied how to be like concise with my code, how to have the dry principle, like don't repeat yourself, how to do single responsibilities, how to do classes, how to do OOP very well. And then I passed to actually choose front-end because I felt like it pays more. Honestly, I was really kind of like funny studying. Like I'd be like, okay, open LinkedIn. This is LinkedIn, right? I go to jobs on top. This is where you find jobs, basically. And I go filter by salary, right? And I filtered by salary. And for some reason, on 2018, like the boom of React components, React structural components, that was when React developers and data scientists, like you have data scientists plus React devs, for some reason, they get paid around, like in the Bay Area, they run like 500K a year or something like that, just because they are hopped already on React very well and they need React now in the market. And now that's why React is the most known and the most used, right? And data scientists, because of Python basically and data orientation of some of the people, now they have Tableau. You know, when people started to use cookies a lot, like you are now able to choose if your data is read or not by websites, then they needed these kind of data stuff. And yeah, they started actually to give some I don't know, like they started to even look at it from another perspective. Right now it matters, because now if you don't do it, it will become really a problem, right? So that's how I actually did it. So I reversed engineered the whole thing. I found this is a good salary, so I want to learn. Stupid, right? But still, it's still a good approach, right? Because also nobody wants to really go in depth with JavaScript. Sometimes they hate it. They be like, oh, what is async await? What is this? What is that? What is promises? Oh, I hate that. I hate ECMAScript and these kind of stuff that comes up, right? So people tend to hate to learn sometimes. And believe me, I make money out of that. I just wanted to learn as well, and to find where everybody's weak and become better at it, and that's it. Yeah. So Illusion asked, when I was drunk, I came home and I had discussion with ChatGPT about what to eat. Very economic friendly. Cool, man. When you was learning, what was your approach? How you learned? Honestly, Rev, I learned by being stupid. Like that's literally what I do. I go, I make something, it breaks, I fix it. It breaks, I fix it. And that's how it is, right? Right now, don't see me like talking a lot, because I broke a lot of things in the morning with code, and I'm gonna fix them tomorrow. So when I live stream, I tend sometimes to talk too much, because I don't want to code too much as well, because I really like to keep the community attached to me reading their comments, because I feel like whenever I read your comments, you feel happier to like engage on a conversation, which is really amazing. I like that, yeah, especially on Twitch. Yeah, I deeply appreciate your support. It made a big difference. Yeah, man, I mean, Kakwarka, that's really a nice name. So I tell you 100% to go software engineer, don't think about limiting your eyesight, man. It's like you are 10 out of 10 with your eyesight, and you decided to go and get glasses, right? You will become, I am cybersecurity. I write, like, you know what I do when I'm free? I wrote a Trojan, for example. I want to write a Trojan that nobody can detect. I wrote it, actually. It was working well. Windows 11, it didn't detect it. I felt happy. I closed my computer and I went back to front end. So that's how it is. I can even make like a big problem with this Trojan because it can work as a reverse shell, right? So I worked on a reverse shell once, yeah, which is really fun. Yeah, really fun to do. You need to obfuscate. You need to do a lot of good, like stupid and smart stuff as well. Sometimes stupid, why? Because you need just to merge a PDF with your Trojan, and it's just a hell of a thing. So you need to merge it correctly without even like breaking the assembly of the Trojan and stuff like that. And then when you merge it correctly, now you need to put it in an installer. And how you put it in an installer, you need to actually also find the process that you think is common between everybody. So there is like your processes in your computer. Sometimes you find Chrome processes, right? Whenever you open Chrome, there is a Chrome process. So then there you tend to choose. You should be like, okay, I think if I use this one, it will be really nice because I feel like it will never be bypassed, or the user will not think about it. Or maybe you can pick like let's say your process is called process, right? The letter P in Russian is R, so you use the, instead of P you use the Russian letter instead. So it does look like a process, but it's not a process, it's just a process basically. It's just a fake process, right? And yeah, and literally that's how I did it, like, and it worked perfectly, man. I was like super happy. I learned so many things. Nobody teach me this in university, right? So that's what I want to keep in your mind. It's just don't please attach yourself to your diploma. Get away from that. I mean, get a diploma, because there's still sick people that think that if you get a diploma that you're smarter, but these people will fade away with time, honestly. Yeah. Cool, good topic. Thanks for asking, and we move forward. How much does it cost to fix a hack? What do you mean by that? How long it take you to make this programs? I mean, it takes me so much because I'm not focusing on the code most of the time, but usually if I'm focused 100%, this application I will finish it in 3-4 days, something like that. 8 hours per day, full focus, learning as well, and so on and so forth. Kasim asked, what is the best way to actually start learning? By doing, that's it. Depends on how much I need to dig, but it's big. Use machine, else shovel. I mean, now Quentin is actually talking about other people in the chat, and they are actually having a conversation, so that's nice. Cool. The ref said we happy. Nice. So now actually I found out that I have a problem with this sign up function. I think that because here it accepts email, and it says it just accepts email. It should accept actually the full. Oh, maybe it accepts credentials. That's what it does. Let me ban this dude. A lot of people actually come to spam in the chat. Let's go. Okay guys, if you come up tomorrow to the chat, I will make one of you a mod. I think Rev is always here. Rev, welcome to the mod days. I will just make you mod. And also Illusion, I will make you also a mod because you're also here most of the time. Ah, you are a mod already, right? Yeah. You are 100% a mod. But Illusion is not, I think. And he became a mod, I think. Or I copied his ID wrongly, right? Yeah, I think his ID, he needs to share with me his ID on Twitch so I can make him a mod. This guy said, I have a hack but no hook. Can you explain even more? Bro, honest question, a genuine. Can you really code all of that without using AI? OG Copilot. Everything that you see on the screen right now is coded not using AI. It's just using the docs. Basically, I look at the docs and try to type something. All right, cool. Let's move on. So now it said that it uses credentials, and I'm not sure if that should be signup.email, it says. Interesting. So the email accepts email and password, and it's not able to prettify email and password and string image. Maybe because we are posting now, this is not working correctly, but let me actually check this, because I know that I worked with this before and I have it on GitHub somewhere, so I'm gonna check it out because this is odd. Yeah, maybe there is actually a sign up function that I wrote wrong, but we're gonna check. So we made this AI Oracle part application where we did the same thing, and we have like a component reusable part, and there is a sign up model, and this sign up model uses email and password. And even though it says sign up dot email, name, email and password, and that's because probably name, value dot name. Well, look at that, because it was missing one, so was broken. All right, actually this is why NeoVim is bad. It should have not break until I finish writing, or maybe when I submit, but now it's actually checking the type of this email before I even type the whole thing. So it's live checking, which is not bad, but still odd. Okay, so this is instead of actually do it like this, I will do a smart rename and I will call this sign up schema. So now it's actually changed up here as well, and then sign in is not needed anymore. And I'm not sure if I need to use GitHub sign up. GitHub sign up is like that. Can I do this? Export const GitHub sign up, and this is gonna be async. I'm gonna just do it for the fun, even though that I need to check the docs first. But sign up dot social. Okay, sign up dot social doesn't work. Provider and GitHub. Yeah, I see it's not working here. So sign up, either it works with email, but it doesn't have that. So we really don't need that then, because it's gonna be the same sign in function. Yeah, it's gonna be the same sign in function for sign up with GitHub. So that's actually a very good thing, because we don't really need to create extra stuff, right? Awesome, guys, let's move on. What else should I do here? Do you have any questions before I move on? And also, can you do me a favor and maybe, yeah, go to my Twitch, TikTok users, and also follow me there. I'll just share with you the page so you can do so. Everybody on Twitch, come on, I need you to do something cool. Go here and follow, please. Yeah, I will actually pin it. All right, let's continue now. So the sign up actually function requires me now to change some of the stuff here. So that's a class, that's a default stuff. By the way, I see that this is actually, it has on change. So this is controllable inputs, which is correct to do. And we need just to add one more here. It's the field for the name. So I'm gonna actually do something stupid. So this field is also up here with another field. You know what? Oh, here you go. Someone is actually followed on either Twitch or YouTube. I'm not sure. Because also I linked this to YouTube and it's kind of funny. Power up. Twitch global emote. I never knew this emote actually. Nice. Cool. So let me go and do this. Yeah, whenever someone subscribes to YouTube, it just throws a small subscription notice. You said you were from Tunisia. Did you study all and still live there? No. I studied only 3 years there, and then I studied another 2 years in Russia as a master. And then I moved to Serbia. From Serbia, I moved to Germany. I have a really long traveling history. Yeah, and now I'm 30. So I'm still young, I suppose. I don't know. Still consider myself young. Yeah. Doing Googling certificate, that's now has a long PHP better now. Is PHP really better? We talked about it a lot, and I'm gonna talk about it even more in this video coming up, so keep notice. All right, let me check one more thing. How many followers now? We are 17.3 on TikTok. Thanks everybody. Yeah. A lot of comments though. I'll try to reply to all of you, so if you comment on TikTok on the latest video, I will go and actually reply. Are you originally from Russia? Why masters there? No, I'm not originally from Russia. I'm originally from Tunisia. So Russia because it was cheap, and also I was able to go with my friends. So we went like a bunch of people together just for fun. We had other options like France and stuff like that, but France was like a taboo. Like everybody is in France basically, right? Yeah. So for this guy who's actually spamming a lot, I'll just mute him for a second, just for 5 minutes. Yeah, this guy is actually saying that he's created an online store for electrical devices or something like that, right? Nice, cool. That's it. That's the story. And then yeah, it was really nice because I went with my friends and we had really much fun. So what I wanted actually to do is just copy the whole field here, or the whole div. I'm not sure. So I can do field, like I can do the whole field here, and instead of email it would be name, and here name state, name, error. I think that's it. That's all you need to change. Or this one is a type of string, and let's take a look later on at how it looks. And one more thing here that we need also to change is this one. We say, hey, you have an account, because this is a sign up page. It can be, instead of logging, it's gonna be sign up. And what else? Do you have an account? This should be a link, right? Yeah, this link will take you to the sign in later on. We will change this link to actually later on when we do like the CSS updates. Yeah, cool. So password, that. If you want to see the application now, am I running it? Not really. I need to just do bun run dev, and as simple as that, it's running. So let me go and check it. Nude. So this is the application. Nice. So we created like this profile dashboard thingy. So now we need to go to the sign-in page. This is the sign-in page. So it has this. If you type something, this should be the validation errors. And now I want to actually do the sign up. Should work automatically. Yeah, here you go. Sign up is here. We have email and password, but for some reason it's not doing the correct thing, and I know why, because I wrote the code. I know my stuff. So here, instead of login form, oh, let me think, sign up, right? Instead of login form, on top, as you see on TikTok as well, you need the sign up form from sign up form. Okay, you know what, let me just go like that and do sign up form. Yeah, should be correct, right? Sign up form is there, but it never used sign up form. Here you go. Yay. So that's now email. You see now there's a mistake. I need to work on the placeholder and stuff like that, so let's work on it together. Yeah, so some guy said, can you give Discord? Yeah, for sure. Just do like I did right now in the chat. Click that link tree and go and follow me everywhere you want. There is Discord. There is we have a Discord channel called Spaghetti Code, because I tend sometimes to write spaghetti code, which is awesome. And we're going to move from there, right? Like we have Discord now. Maybe we will do a WhatsApp group at some point, so we chat with each other even more personally. I don't know, it's up to you guys. It's just whatever you decide, I will go for it. And yeah, that's it. So this is the type of name, email. Yeah, enter your email, enter your credentials. I would say credentials below to create your account. That would be it. Sign up. What else do we miss here? Like here, name, and the place order needs to just be like John, right? Cool. So now you can see the application again working. So now let's check if this sign up works, because honestly I don't know. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just click for fun. Here you go. That's the validation that we see, and it's really nice. If I zoom out, it looks good. I don't have any problem with that. We have a sign up button here that works as our sign up. There's also one issue here, is just that this onSubmit asynchronous function need to be called handle submit. Yeah, so handle submit should be fine. Oh, you have an account. Cool. Right, let's continue from that. Very good. Waiting for the day you take on CPP and create your own game engine. James, I remember you in the chat. Yeah, I don't know how to even create a game engine. That would be a really nice thing to learn, honestly. Yeah, nice. I will try maybe to create a game with 3GS. That will be nice. Yeah, I will try. Why not? I'll try to do something like that and see how it works, but it will be really hard for me because I never worked with these before, like 3GS and so on, and Blender and these kind of stuff. So now I'm gonna actually just create an account for John, and I would say johndoe@gmail.com. Make sure that my my vault is open so I can register this. And then for password, I'm gonna just simple passwords. Sign up. Hopefully this gets triggered. Safe. And then we go to the network tab, and we see here that we created the user ID. So you see that everything is working fine. We don't even need to create the GWT stuff. They are working fine. All right. So this, as if this is working fine. Now, what we expect from this is that if we go here and we say I have an account, by the way, all kind of like the sign up, sign in, and all of that needs also to be corrected via like good linking and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I did a mistake here. So I clicked on the link and it didn't take me anywhere. That's totally normal. So sign in, because I still didn't use NextJS links. And here I will just do the password that I just did there. And if I click login, now you see here that I logged in via email, right? The thing is that navigation is not working, so I logged in again. Does something change? Yeah, the token changes each time that I click login actually. But how does that work? Now if I go to dashboard like that, it will know who am I, and we can test this actually in here. So you see here that it creates chatcn, so we can go and search that in our code. Let me show you how to do it. Chatcn, so AFS chatcn. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually look at the name of the up sidebar. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Interesting. So here in the sidebar itself, I'm gonna actually make this client component now. It's not a server component anyhow. Yeah, choose React text, so fuck it. All right. Const is it data equal use session, something like that. Use session. So use session can be coming up from, yeah, let me just see on top. Didn't come. Okay, did it. So import. All right, it did actually. So this is what I've gotten from the lib part, and I think data will broke here. I'll just create it as something else as user data. So that will be it. And then I need to kind of like, you know what, I will just console log this so I can see what I'm doing. And okay, should be actually CLG function here, console function, whatever, user data by the way, your console log still will work on the backend as well. So use session is wrong. Maybe that we need to check how it's working. All right. So what does use session actually return? How much will it cost to fix a game hack? Man, I don't understand what you're trying to do here. I don't think that like I can do that for you, because probably they are written using another language but not JavaScript. Okay, so this guy wants to become like a full stack developer. That's nice. Don't quit any anymore. Yeah, just don't spam. I will read your comments. Don't worry about that. I muted you, but now I see you, so all good. Oh, currently, oh wow, so you are creating also a game over there, a bot for a game. And what is the bot about? James said that he's a very advanced developer, to say the least. But what do you use as a stack? He's like EH, he said that he's 16. That's really nice. And he's learning in school IT. I know much for technology. That's nice. You know much probably about video games, but not technology. But if you know, then I'm really happy for you. Maybe follow up, and you can learn a lot about coding and move forward from there. Wow, the Borderholic actually is creating a bot that automatically plays the game. Wow, okay. Actually, that's a good idea. There is a game also that I saw this was happening. So if you are going to die, the bot takes over and try to save you, which is awesome because nobody thought about that before. Anti-cheetah is in the chat. So I know a lot of people here that they come every day that I know their names now, which is awesome. Alright, so user data here didn't happen to work for us, so we need to check what is happening. So it says that add the user client on top. Exactly what I actually expected, because now we are using a use client component. But even though that we use a use client component here, the thing is that it will still do this as an RSC basically, which means that some of the stuff that we will see are actually go in server component, and some of the stuff that will go client component. All right. So I need user data dot user dot name. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna first of all jump 30 up and then delete this. Then go here, instead of navbar data dot user or even that chat scene. What is that one? Interesting. Navbar here. Interesting. All right, so here where we should actually change the name. Yeah. Okay. Either we need to use it as props, like to do this as a prop, or we just go back to this normal part. We go this now back to normal, and we go back to nav user here. Actually, you know what? Because we pass already user.data, right? So what I'm gonna do here, instead of user.data, I'm gonna pass, oops, user.data.user, which makes sense here. It will break because this probably is a null. And it says here that I need certain stuff that are not undefined in user in here. And that's totally normal because I don't have user.avatar there. So that's still, I don't need. Maybe this one, I will surround it by that, and also I will just break it like that. Okay. What else should we take off? User email in that. Username, email, name, email. Let me just check. I'm actually trying now to search for user, so anything user, let me see. Username, name, next. Avatar also here is not what I want to see, so this one also will be surrounded by that and commented. And what else? Yeah, everything else seems to be fine. Okay, this should still work now. And as you see now, which is very awesome, we have John and John Doe as the email, which is epic. So that's awesome. Finally home. Oscar, I think, was at the gym. I can say that. Or maybe he was outside with friends or wherever. It depends. All right, guys. Before I go, because honestly, I feel super sleepy. I didn't sleep at all yesterday. So I want you to help me out. Choose a commit message for this. So the commit message for this will be what? Will be adding your session and sign up function. Functionality, let's do that. All right, that's good. And what else should we do? Oh, Pro Evils is in the chat. I'm actually moving very slow on this application, and yesterday I just streamed for 2 hours. We were talking mostly, and today also I streamed for like 1 hour and a half or something. Let me check. More a bit, I think, or even less, 1 hour 20 minutes even, and we did not do much, right? So I'm waiting also because I'm watching AWS stuff now. I'm watching videos about this, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm actually gonna delay that as much so I can whenever I build, I can do something solid. So the thing is, here we did the file upload page. So oops, there is a problem here in user.name. Cannot read property of name. Where is this exactly? Navbar user. Is it something like that? I think it should know the name. Maybe. Let me check 1 second, because honestly this is totally normal that will happen. There is like a navbar username that I'm not aware of, so I just check it. And then yeah, I can show you the file upload page, because we added like some file upload part, but still just not working, right? There is no file by upload the functionality yet. We just did the UI. Yeah, cool. User.name, that's what it says, that there is an issue in navbar. So here it's not finding the username for some reason. Let me find it for it. Oh, maybe because, okay, probably this all needs to be there unless there is a user, and that's break for sure because there is no user in the session yet. So I will put that first. Everywhere where there's a user. So I will try to kind of like show you how that's done. Substitute, and I will do user dot. Interesting. And then name, that's what we're using now, or email, right? Actually, I can do it without doing that, so because there is no much. So that's what was broken. All right, let me share my screen again. So this is what was done here, like the file upload part. Like I made it, now it pops up something. So now if I upload this, it shows what I'm uploading, and I also need to add this drag and drop possibility, and upload button as well. And also I need to also work on the sidebar part, right? Cool. Oscar said, did you just try to reflect? Yeah, no, not really. Not that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this like user dot and then, for example, name, or user dot, let's say avatar, right? But I knew that if you put user dot, it will actually think that you will replace user and whatever single character after it. So it will replace user plus whatever comes after it with an empty space, and that I don't want to do, right? So I was actually trying to do this, and then I was like, no, this shouldn't be really good. I would just do it manually, because there is not too much to do it like that and then have a pain finding out what is the character that got replaced, because sometimes it's an A, sometimes it's an N, and this is for name and this is for avatar basically, or is it email also? So there's 3 possibilities. Yeah, you can smash the task tonight, and we can take a look at it tomorrow. Okay, yeah, tonight right now I'll just go and sleep. Honestly, I'm destroyed. I need to also wake up early so I can go to the office tomorrow and see what I can do. There we have like a lot of things to talk about, UI related, and I need to actually update some of the UI libraries that we have. So we actually jump into React 19 and soon, yeah. So I want actually to be able to do that as soon as possible for them. Unfortunately, I haven't learned this part of it. Yeah, it's Emacs, right? Yeah, NeoVim has these Emacs that you kind of like, or key bindings that you can learn, and you will be able to do a lot of stuff with them. Cool. Why not use AI? For what exactly? Maybe for the AWS part to see how I write it, but I want to learn it first, and AI will help me for sure, 100%. Cool. All right, guys, I'll leave. Thanks for being here. And Pro Evils, you came late, I think, or you came early, I don't know. But tomorrow, though, I think we will start earlier, right? But it depends also on my meetings and stuff like that, and we will stay more. So we'll stay around 4 hours, and we will actually continue to work more on this and make sure that we can finish with a big chunk of it. Pro Evil said should probably move to just chat and Twitch category, lol. Yeah, correct. There is this possibility also that I can do that, because maybe that will help us get more viewerships. Why not? Let's try it. Oh, you were here but you just didn't type. Okay, nice to see you though. Cool. Where else? You are actually, I see now the people and when they created their accounts. Pro Evils created his in 2012, which is like more than 13 years ago. That's epic. Mine, I don't know, maybe 2016, 17. I have no idea. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Honestly, thanks TikTok as well. Tomorrow around 8 p.m, 9 p.m, I will be here, CET, German time, and we will burst into this. And we'll try to finish as much as we can. Alright, thanks, and good night guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.